Okay, so today we have started day 20. Again, this is a slack pack day. It was great to be at home and in town and attend Easter services. Easter is such a special Sunday. It's great to be with all my brothers and sisters at Cornerstone Church of Harrisonburg. Especially all you guys that are following, it just is really encouraging. This hike for me is challenging and requires a lot of mental fortitude, and just your encouragement has been great. So today's goal is about 7 miles. I'm getting started here at 2 in the afternoon. It was an hour and 20-minute drive to the location. So I'm walking from Browns Gap parking area to Rip Rap parking area. Should be 6.6 miles. It's got a couple of climbs in it, so I'm sure there'll be some challenge in it, but not as long. I just felt like with a shorter day, I shouldn't push it. I need to go home tonight and kind of retool. I want to come up tomorrow again and do probably another 10 or 11 here at Shenandoah National Park, and then after I've done that for the day, we are driving back down to Christiansburg or Blacksburg, where we have a hotel, and Linda's going to drop me on trail then Tuesday morning, kind of where not where I left off, but to hike the section I left off. I'm going to hike it southbound, and then my goal is to spend 2 days, get a shuttle from the hiker hostel, go into town, resupply for 3 days, and then have them drop me back on trail. So a lot of this stuff is all new to me, and it's kind of a little stress and anxiety producing because I haven't quite got my feet wet, but you know, it is what it is. The other thing I want to talk about is that there are some interesting challenges on the trail that you may not think of. One is, today I'm trying out another pair of shoes. And you'd say, well, I haven't gone far enough to wear out a pair of shoes, and you're exactly right. But what happens when you start hiking longer days with weight on your pack, your feet actually get bigger. So, the end of last week, I was doing a lot of steep down climbing and some steep ups, and started having some pain in my toes, like they were being jammed in the end of my shoe. And so I ordered the same shoe, half size bigger. I'm giving it a go today, see how it feels on my feet. There are people that report needing to get a shoe size at least one size bigger than what they already have. So it's just one of those things that you run into when you're hiking the trail, things you wouldn't expect, just all that wear and tear on your feet. Hello.
Hi.
Sorry I'm videoing here. You're not on it. Got up, Lord, I just thank you for this day. But yeah, so that's it. I'm trying a couple things. The other thing you'll notice, I'm hiking with just a baseball cap. I'm not sure I'm going to get to try that out very much, but yesterday when I was hiking, the sun was right in my face and the hood didn't really shield my eyes. And so trying the baseball cap here to see if that gives me a little bit more shade. I know it won't protect my ears as much from sun, which I've gotten quite a bit of the last 2 or 3 days. Today's weather is pretty good. It's 70s, mid 70s, 76, whatever. It's definitely a sweat day, but it's also very manageable. So my goal today is just kind of meander along through these 6.6 miles, almost 7 miles, and get back to my car. I've got a little, maybe a 2/10 or 3/10 side trail that I need to take to get back to my car, and hopefully leave some gas in the tank to start the week. Okay, so I do want to give a shout out to some of my homies that I talked to this morning. Say they're watching every video. So here's shout out. I'm going to miss some of you guys, but shout out to Marlon and Charlotte, to Connor, to Lane, to Brad, to Archie and Kim, to Lucille and Phyllis. Let me see. There are more, but thank you so much for the thumbs up, and thank you for watching and the encouragement that it is. Okay, so I need to add Jerry and Kay to that list, and I need to add, I believe, Lauren and Elaine, and just quite a number of the younger folks, Mark. So thank you all. Thank you all so much for watching. One thing I've been talking about is the trail here in Shenandoah National Park is decidedly nicer than where I've been hiking. Just really well groomed. There have been some patches of rockiness around the points of ridges and so forth, but wow, what nice trail. This is almost like going for a walk in the park, and so that's great. I want to say shout out to all you guys that are watching and posting comments on my videos. I'm not going to respond to your comments probably because it's just a little dicey when I get coverage, but I've been reading every comment, so thank you so much. It's encouraging. Sometimes out here on the trail you need that little shot in the arm to keep going. I will say that things are there are challenges every day, so you know, you can, and I can go from being kind of mentally in a stupor in the morning to be really excited to be out here, and it just all kind of depends on the day. And having your comments is just helping me stay out here. I do feel like I'm building base conditioning, which is wonderful. Like the slack packing days, and I don't have a pack, but I just feel like I have a little bit more motor, and I'm looking forward to that getting greater and greater, so that every climb is not just a absolute feat of endurance. And so your comments are terribly appreciated, and so even as I saw a bunch of you this morning and you commented that you're watching all my videos, it's huge. It's really encouraging to me. I've told people that you know, they ask when I have time to do this, but let me show a scenario for you. So I get up at 6:37 in the morning when it gets light, break down camp, hour and a half, 2 hours, get on trail by 8:30. I've been hiking 8 to 10 miles, roughly 2 miles an hour, so get on at 8:30. By 12:30 I could have 8 if I'm hiking 2 miles an hour. If it's rougher terrain, it'll be shorter. I oftentimes have gotten into camp at 3:30 and set up camp, filter water, do the things I need to do, and then I take a load off in my hammock. And then what do you do? Then I make supper. What do you do? Then from 6:30, 7 o'clock to 9:30 in the evening. And so actually posting on Facebook and making videos, or at least generating the video on my phone, kind of helps fill in that time. So it's kind of this weird world where you're working half a day really hard, and then half a day you're doing recovery and somewhat bored and tempted to go to bed at 8 o'clock when it gets dark. And so having videos to do is fun, and it also helps me preserve the memories. I've started realizing that I'm forgetting what happened on day 3 and day 2, day 5. I can't differentiate that anymore. It's just all jumbled in. I can tell you of, you know, several days that were particularly challenging where I met the challenge, got there. I can't even tell you what the day numbers were. So anyway, the videos are very cathartic and help keep me focused and help keep me pushing forward on the trail. So thanks to all you guys who are watching, sharing with others. It's not an exclusive club. If you think there's somebody that would like to see what I'm doing here, spread the word. It's encouraging to see that people are viewing what you're producing. So I've been watching, and a lot of my videos get 100 views, which I feel is pretty good for a little podunk channel. The one I did on food and water has like 330 or 350 views. So I'm not sure why that was so much more popular, other than maybe it got pushed through a YouTube algorithm and got out to a wider audience. So anyway, thanks for coming along on the ride with me, and I'm gonna keep on hiking down the trail. So another thing that's new for today is I'm rocking a new pair of shorts. The old shorts that I had, I loved, but they were starting to get a little loose on me and sagging and bagging around. So I bought the same thing, and well, the old ones were 34s, the new ones are 32s, and they fit great. So I'm happy to have those to go on the trail. So, you know, things change. I got on the scales this morning. I've lost about 8-9 pounds in 20 some days, which is actually not so bad. I had some to lose. I'm getting rid of my 30-day emergency food supply one day at a time. But anyway, that's it. And sorry for the exposure here in the front, but when it's hot, it really helps to unzip and let the heat out. So one of the things I'm realizing on trail is that I have some fears and anxieties. The trail kind of brings those things out. I generally, when I backpacked, have been pretty in control of my destiny and where I get food, and the trail is challenging me in that regard. I can plan a certain amount, but you have to hike to water. So if water is 10 miles away, you've got to hike to it. You can't carry enough water for the day and for the night. Resupply points aren't magically every week or whatever that you need, and so last week I did a little mini resupply in town. Well, actually 2 little mini resupplies, one at a convenience store, Trent's Grocery, that was in one of my earlier videos. Grabbed a couple of things there, and then grabbed a couple of things at a food line near hiker hostel. So it's easy to think about these things all day long and worry about them, that they're going to work out and you're going to, have your food. We all have our phobias. I've got 2 main ones. One, I don't like to be really cold. I don't mind being wet as long as I'm not cold, but I don't like to be really cold. And I got the fear of running out of water and food. And haven't been tested in the food category yet, because I always seem to carry an extra day, which actually may be wisdom. Was tested a number of days back when I got to the top of a long climb, and realized the next water was 7 miles away, and I drank over half my water already because it was hot, and I had to conserve and press on. That was really cool that day, though. Actually, I found a spring that was an unmarked source part way to that water, so I did probably 5.5, 6 miles in, I did get a couple of sips of cold water from a spring that I didn't know. But you find out the things that you worry about out here. I think it's a good exercise. The other night I was camping up on top of a ridge. That's where I had to be. It was the only water on the ridge, and I had a 5 or 6 mile climb to get there. It's actually 9 miles from the hostel, and it was like another 10 miles, 11 miles to the next shelter, next water source, and so didn't have much choice. It was blustery, and I knew the weather forecast called it to be 36 degrees at night, and sleeping in a hammock and having a little air come under my tarp, real blustery winds kind of cools you down. So I was having a conversation with the Lord about it. At a certain point, the Lord just kind of told me, he said, I brought you out here. I didn't bring you out here to kill you. You know, just trust me. And kind of able to release it. And you know what? It worked out. It worked out. I may have been challenged a little bit, but it worked out. Well, hiking day complete. 6.6 miles. Right at 3 hours. Shoes work good. Shorts work good. I like the hat. The hat may have to go with me, so I may have to take this hat along with me to keep the sun out of my eyes. So, a good day for a half a day to get 6.6 in. It's better than a 0. And so, I keep taking you with me.